Hi everybody, I am so excited to talk to you about my free coaching program, which is going to be starting on this channel in just 1 week. It starts June 20th. So for those of you who have never been to this channel, maybe this is the first time that you're seeing me, let's talk about what this channel is and what is this free coaching program going to be all about. So this channel was created so that I can share with you real world situations, real world practical solutions through the practice of yoga to help strengthen your life and ultimately come into some freedom and come into what we're all looking for, I think, right? Happiness, joy, maybe a little bit of peace. My main goal is that I am super passionate about helping other people succeed. I really enjoy teaching the physical practice of yoga, but I believe 95% of the practice of yoga is done off of your mat. And that's what this training program is going to be all about. What your yoga practice is like off of your mat. Whether you know it or not, we all have a yoga practice. Every single person who's walking around on the face of this earth has some type of yoga practice. It's already in there. For some of you, you may have unlocked that yoga practice by doing something physical, like taking power yoga on your mat or some other form of yoga on your mat, on a physical mat. Maybe you've done it at home. Maybe you've done it somewhere else, outside, in a gym, in a studio. But this training is going to be focused on how you can do small things to improve your life, how you can let your yoga shine through in your everyday life. So let's talk about why there are 6 minutes a day in this and not just a round number of 5. Well, I just believe that we deserve 1 more minute, don't you? This will be a total of 30 days. It's going to be roughly then 3 hours of content that's free. Right here, it's going to be in a playlist as well on YouTube. And so the way this is going to work is I'm going to come on to YouTube live every day. It'll depend on the time of day and what's going on, you know, in my schedule. But I'll be coming on live. So if you are not subscribed to this channel and you have not yet hit the notification bell, please hit the notification bell, because what that will do for you is it will alert you. Then you can just go, you'll see the alert and you can go back and watch it at your leisure. So the program is also not going to run for 30 straight days, right? Because everybody needs a break. And I believe that breaks are even more critical sometimes than consistency. Consistency is very important, but breaks are just as, if not sometimes more important. So there will be breaks. We will go 5 days in a row and take 2 days off. And that will give us some time to digest the material that we've been discussing over the course of the week. So I also have an exciting announcement for you. If for some reason you are out and about and cannot catch the video on YouTube, I will be launching a podcast with the same name, my name, with Strength, Yoga, and Freedom, as the channel is named, and it will include a podcast. So that will be out there on all of your podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. It's going to be out there for you, and you can check out each episode because they'll be recorded as I'm teaching the material live. So what will the main topics of this program be? Well, let me go through them for you. It's going to be a total of 6 weeks, 5 days a week, 6 weeks. And remember, it's just 6 minutes a day. Therefore, each week will be broken down, but what we're going to do is start with a little bit of self-discovery and work our way to kind of putting it all together. So the first week will be 5 days of us figuring out where in the heck we are and what's going on in our lives. Because in order to change anything, or in order to move up or come into a different mindset or a different way of thinking, you have to figure out where you are first. Okay, so this equates in the physical practice of yoga. You wouldn't want to start a physical yoga practice doing poses that you have no idea what they are. You would want to start on a very basic foundational level. So we're going to do that here in this training. We are going to start figuring out, where are we? Kind of taking a look around, who's around us? Where are we at physically? Where are we at emotionally? And we'll be doing that through the first week. And then the second week is going to be discussing a lot of different routines and habits. So once we've assessed where we are, we will then talk about some routines and some habits that we have that we don't want anymore, or maybe we have some routines or habits that we need to create. We'll talk about what to do maybe in the morning. We'll talk about what to do for routines before you go to bed. We'll talk about things that you can do in your mind throughout the day. Maybe there's other routines at work that you want to put in. And so we're going to have a week of training about routines. And then the third week will be all about shifting. Since we've done a lot of external work on other routines, we will focus then in on anxiety, worry, and fear, which for me, I am excited about this just as much as you. Maybe you're not excited, I don't know, but I'm excited to deliver the information that I've been researching, because this is the area in my life where I feel like I need the most help too, is dealing with anxiety, worry, and fear. So that's going to be a whole week of talking about a lot of the emotional stuff that goes on up in our heads, which is very important. And then once we've figured out where we are physically, what we're doing physically, what we're thinking about, we're going to spend 2 full weeks on dealing with other people, and we need 2 weeks for that. The reason we need that is because we need to figure out what's going on where we work. Where you work is a big one. We need to figure out what's going on with the people that we're in relationships with. And we're going to maybe identify some personalities. So we're going to be talking about all of that in a 2-week period. So if you're having trouble, if you're in a leadership position and you're having trouble with maybe the people who work for you, maybe you are not in leadership where you are, maybe you own a business of your own, or maybe you're an online presence, or maybe you don't report to anyone else in the job that you're doing, and then those difficult things, those difficult relationships. So it's going to be really important for us to take a look at why some things are happening around us and what we can do about what's happening around us. Finally, the last week will be all about putting everything together. So the whole program will come together at the end with really creating some action steps for what you can do going forward after the whole program is over. So what do you really need for this program? Just you. That's all you need. I suggest maybe grabbing a journal. And if you have a small journal that maybe looks like this that you can open up and you want to take some daily notes in, we're going to talk about journaling in the program. It's super important I think, to have a journal. And I'm not suggesting that you have to write in it every day, but there are things about journaling that are really important for you to understand when it comes to how you set your mind up, especially if it's in the morning or sometimes at night. It really kind of affects your mental state, and that's very important. So that's all I think you really need. So if you are ready, and if you know someone else who needs this, who might need a little bit of kind of a restart, a reset, a refresh, whatever you would want to call it, but if you're ready to make a change, and if you're ready to discover things about yourself maybe you didn't know, and maybe you're ready to take a look at these relationships you're in with people around you that just are either not serving you anymore, or maybe you need to start looking at deepening relationships, clarifying some things in the relationships that you're in, how to handle things at work, how to handle these everyday habits and routines that we tend to break sometimes. If any of that resonates with you, I can't wait to share this information with you. So comment below, like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get started with us. We start on Monday, June 20th, which is 1 week from today. So I can't wait to see you all there.